I think Tekken is too different to be as successful as Street Fighter 6 is right now. At least in terms of entrance numbers. I think for viewership, and all the other stuff, I don't know whether that's possible, because I think Street Fighter is a bigger IP than Tekken. I've mentioned before about like how Street Fighter, like, I think it's just a bit more iconic than Tekken, you know. Like I mentioned before, like the cosplayers, like you don't see like there are so many female Street Fighter character cosplays that are like iconic and shit like that. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck, please don't accept the game. It's just different, you know what I mean? So I just feel like Street Fighter is a way more iconic, and also it's a lot easier to get into, in my opinion. Like I'm Diamond 3 in Street Fighter right now. A lot of players are mastering shit. A lot of the people doing well in Street Fighter are not like Street Fighter 5 guys. You know, obviously 5 guys. Obviously there are a lot of Street Fighter guys that are doing well right now. For example, like CEO top 8, you had Mena RD, Punk, Idom, Kaba. They're all of those guys Street Fighter 5, you know, legends, right? But if you looked at, like, for example, in the UK, we had the qualifiers to go to the LCQ for Red Bull Kumite, and you had a Foxy Grandpa in grand finals against Ending Walkies, and he's an NRS legend. So a lot of NRS players have been doing well. I'm seeing like Guilty Gear players like Kizzy K was close to top 8 in Street Fighter as well. He was someone who played Street Fighter 5 as well, but that wasn't his main game. Mainly like a Guilty Gear Arxis type guy. That's not gonna happen for Tekken. I'm gonna say that now. That's not gonna happen in Tekken 8. We're not gonna be seeing like NRS Street Fighter guys, etc. I hope they play the game. I do hope people cross over and try and play the game, and I'll try and like do my best to facilitate that, whether that means make content or like reach out and collab and stuff. Because I want Tekken 8 to be as successful as possible. I want what Tekken 8 to do what Street Fighter 6 is doing right now. But like I just don't think we're gonna see that. I don't think we're gonna be seeing like, you know, NRS type guys and Street Fighter guys and Guilty guys entering Tekken and committing to it the way people are with Street Fighter right now. I don't know if I'm being doom and gloom. I don't know if I'm being pessimistic on that, but I can't see that happening the same way, because I think Tekken's just so different. Like when I play Street Fighter, I can see, because for example, I played Guilty Gear Strive. I was Celestial on Guilty Gear Strive, you know, and I see, you know, similar things to what I'm doing in Guilty Gear to what's happening in Street Fighter. There isn't that crossover for Tekken to another fighting game, which is why I think Tekken players aren't doing as well. Like, sorry if I'm being that guy, but Tekken players aren't doing as well in Street Fighter as, like, you know what I mean? Like, I see Tekken players entering though, but obviously there are people also in Street Fighter and this and that than the other, right? But like, we're not seeing a Tekken player enter like some shit for Street Fighter and do a madness the same way, like for example Foxy Grandpa did, the way Kizzy K was doing. And I think Arsene Ash at Red Bull Kumite will be interesting, because I think Street Fighter 6 is his first Street Fighter. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it'll be interesting to see how he does at Red Bull Kumite against the literal best players. You know, I think that'll be interesting. And I forgot to mention as well, bro, you got like Sonic Fox. You know, they're not traditionally a Street Fighter player. They're a 2D legends, Skullgirls, NRS, Dragon Ball Fighters, multi-game Eva is going into Street Fighter as well. But I do think a lot of that comes from the fact that Street Fighter is such a good game. It's such a good game, and I hope Tekken 8 is a good game, and it gives people a reason to check out outside of the usual Tekken people. Like I think Tekken players are going to be playing Tekken 8 regardless. You know, that closed network test, I'm tapped in. I'm there. What's that Mbappe meme? I'm there. I'll always be there. But obviously this is something that'll be interesting to see as time goes on, because Mortal Kombat's around the corner. Is Foxy Grandpa, is Sonic Fox, are these people going to be playing Street Fighter 6 when that game comes out? I don't know. The closed network test needs to be good. Now the closed network test, well, I know the game is good from getting my hands on Tekken 8. It's fun. I wanted to play more. That was my overarching feeling. Hopefully I get to play as much as I can. I will be in India for the first closed network test, so I don't know if I'll be able to play. I hope I can. I probably won't be able to stream and make content for the first closed network test. I just like do a video explaining that as well, but you know, I'm talking about the netcode. I think the netcode, well, here's the thing. I don't know how much we'll be able to test, because you know how like they separated closed network test applications between region. So you have the EU one, you have the Asia one, you have the Americas one. So maybe we won't be able to test as much as we can. Like if it's like close to like the start of season 4, I think it has to be improved from the start of season 4, which was good. Bazooka Joe is also good, coming through with the 6 months of 2 months to the channel. Really appreciate that. You know, I think that's going to be interesting. I think that'll be interesting. So yeah, no, but like I just think the way Street Fighter 6 is going right now, like if Tekken can just have just a smidgen, just a morsel, you know, I've been talking about like Street Fighter versus Tekken a lot. I know they're different games, different, you know, ways of handling their shit. But I would like to see it. I would like to see it. I just want Tekken to be successful, man. I really do. I want the attention that's on Street Fighter right now. I want that kind of level for Tekken. I'm not saying all this shit diverts from Street Fighter to Tekken before people try and get me on that shit, because I'm playing a lot of Street Fighter myself right now. And I have $1 million tournament in a week that I need to prepare for. I need to stop playing Street Fighter, but here's what it is. But yeah, no, like I just want the fighting game success. That's what I want. Mortal Kombat is looking like it's gonna be good. People who played the stress test said it was good. A few issues, like it was slow in this, but like, you know, they have their proper beta coming in about 2 months. So, you know, I just want success for fighting games right now. I want what's happening with Street Fighter 6 to be happening with Tekken 8. I want Mortal Kombat to see the same success. A rising tide lifts all ships, you know what I mean? I wish Strive played that Street Fighter, because I think that game is fun, but it's lacking. Bro, Strive can, bro, there's a reason I stopped playing that game, man. Like every new update, every new character, bro. Happy Chaos, I remember I hopped on not too long ago and I played against Happy Chaos, and I was just like, how is this okay? I remember that's what I just thought. I was like, how is this okay? Oxys, you're just letting this slide. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know? So for me, when it comes to Strive, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Project L will show these motherfuckers how to make a good online game. I mean, I'm hoping success for Project L as well. Again, I'm not hoping it detracts from anything else though. But I think Project L will be like for example, what we saw in Dragon Ball Fighters, in that when that game came out, we had so many different communities hopping in. You had like you had 2D like we had 2D like Arxis anime style players hopping in. You had like Street Fighter players hopping in. You had NRS, for example, like Sonic Fox hopping in, bro. You had Smash players hopping in, but Smash players hopping into fucking Street Fighter as well. Like I know Riddles got like close to top 24 at Street Fighter 6 at Combo Breaker, you know. So I think what we saw with Dragon Ball Fighters, we're seeing now with Street Fighter. We have like Guilty Gear players. This is hopping in. I think Tekken's not gonna do that, because that's the way Tekken is. It's just too different. I think Tekken players are struggling to play Street Fighter, and I think people will struggle to play Tekken when their in comes out. But I think what's happening with Street Fighter 6, it will be times a billion when it comes to Project L. I think the way everyone's gonna flock to that game is like no other. And again, I think Tekken players will be the ones struggling the most. Like we're gonna be like, oh, fuck these 2D mechanics, bro. Where's my side steps and all that? And also I think there's just general things in like the systems of these games that makes Tekken way more different. For example, when I play Street Fighter, one thing I always forget to do is crouch block, because it's not you're rarely sitting like this when you play like Tekken. You know, you're rarely sitting and blocking like this when you're playing Tekken. But it's something that's just such a basic fundamental of 2D fighting games, because overheads are like normally slower and like you can normally block one reaction. And they're the only things that are going to catch you for crouch blocking. But like in Tekken, you're never just sitting there doing this. You know what I mean? Never. You know, so it's just stuff like that you just have to get accustomed to. And like, for example, getting into Tekken, like movement for a lot of people, getting Tekken movement. I mean, learning how to, you have to learn how to backdash in this game. You have to learn how to move forwards and backwards. You know, it's not as intuitive as another, like, for example, like Street Fighter, you can just walk back and walk forward, or just tap, you know, tap. This is your movement. But in Tekken, you gotta do this, and then people start ladder stepping when they do. I can't even ladder step properly anymore because I just backdash by accident. Street Fighter 6's success it makes me very happy. I hope to see similar things for Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat 1, Project L. It's like a renaissance of fighting games right now. And I'll probably be playing all of them, to be honest. I will be playing all of them. When I think I might pre-order Mortal Kombat so I can play the beta. So I'll be playing Mortal Kombat. Obviously, my main game will always be Tekken though. Maybe I might enter tournaments here and there for those games, but Tekken will always be the main. Like I'm probably entering ICFC tomorrow with Street Fighter because my first game won't be a 1-bar Brazilian. That'll be cool. I started to upload that video, by the way. Bro, I can't find a fucking game. I may not be a grinder, but you can find me on Grinder. I can't lie, that's bars. That's actually bars right there. That's real rap bars. That's that real shit people don't talk about no more. But shout out to Street Fighter, shout out to Tekken, shout out to Mortal Kombat. I just want to be tapped in as well. I want to be tapped into it all. And like, I think the more successful fighting games, the more I can do other content. So obviously, when I do other content, that's not fighting games. Obviously, I didn't do as well. But if I do more other content that's also fighting games, the viewership doesn't drop. So I can play other shit when I'm sitting like this, waiting for Tekken to do stuff. Obviously, when Tekken 8 comes out, like, it's all I'm gonna play. So, like, I'm telling you now, I wish I was home for the first close. I know there's 2. I know there'll be 1 the weekend after. But the fact I will not be streaming for the first closed network test, at least as of right now, because I don't know if I can get anything sorted out, really makes me upset. Because I would have been streaming like 24 hours, 12 hours, whatever the fuck. I wouldn't have stopped. So the closed network test, the second weekend one, you guys can bet to your ass I'm not going to be off of this. You're not going to not see me here. You know, sitting here streaming. I'm going to be here 24 hours that entire weekend. So I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there regardless. I'm gonna be there every step of the way. I cannot be stopped. Actually, it just reminds me as well, I have to do 2 viewer tournaments on this game because we hit the sub goal twice, I think. Like I said, the sub goal always stays where it is, and every new time we hit it, because obviously subs go down. Now, every new time we hit it, there'll be a viewer tournament. And we did that twice. So I have 2 viewer tournaments to do for you guys at some point. We could do some today if you like. It just depends. But that makes me wonder, like, what are the tournament features going to be like for Tekken 8? Are they going to keep the tournament feature? Are they going to improve it? Are they going to make it useful and good? God, I hope so. Viewer isn't everyone or sub only? Did I say viewer or did I say sub? Like, the clue is in the words. Why does Slicer 2 just whiff? Oh my god, the rollback. This is why I don't accept 4 bars, you know. VIP or mod only? You guys are pissing me off. I'm about to hit someone. Bro, the way he's rollbacking on my screen is really annoying. He like stop and starts. Wait, this delay, bro. Blitz Rogan, thanks for follow. And this is the first game I've had all day as well. This is why, bro. Tekken 8. Okay, why did that drop? I can't wait for Tekken 8. There's no way I'm playing Tekken 8. I have to wait like half an hour to find the game. And it's a laggy rollback delay frame 4-bar game. This won't happen in Tekken 8, man. Tekken 8 is going to solve all my problems. Tekken 8 is going to solve world hunger. It feels like I'm in mud. That's the best way for me to describe it. Like every button I push, I'm in mud. This is why I don't play 4 bars.